The American flag is flying at half-mast on this day at the Trinity Fire Department, all because firefighters here have lost one of their own. Stephen Schenkel volunteered at the Trinity Fire Department for about the last 2 years. Sadly, he'll never help out on another fire call.
He's just been very involved ever since. Anything you needed done, he would do.
He was a guy that was willing to help anybody, do anything for anybody. He had an amazing heart, and as Kim said a moment ago, medical calls, fire calls, whatever it is that we had when our tones went off, he was there immediately, ready and willing to help in any way that he could.
Now Stephen's parents struggle to bury their son. We're told both parents are currently unemployed. So the Trinity community has stepped up to the plate.
That's wonderful.
Owens has been taking donations all day to help beat the Tuesday deadline to pay the funeral home for the young firefighter's funeral.
They were just needing help, and that's just what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help, when people are in need.
Our goal and our heart's desire and another way to minister to this family is to be able to support them and help them financially so they can have a proper funeral for Stephen, as well as this be a ministry to that mom and dad and this entire family.
A financial goal volunteers hoped to have reached late Tuesday afternoon. A spiritual goal Thompson hopes can be achieved as Stephen's parents prepare to say goodbye. Reporting in Trinity, Barry Hiett, Way 31, First News. Billy Tillman has been in business here in Hartselle for about the past 25 years. Recently, he made a decision that goes against a recently adopted city ordinance, but at the same time helps a struggling woman.
Actually, you're not really living anymore. It's more like survival.
Lynn Blevins says she's been living in her car for the last 2 years and 8 months.
No choice. Actually, I had lost my job in '08, and 6 months before that I had lost my apartment and have not found a job anywhere, city to city, door to door even.
And all this time, she's been parking her car in parking lots throughout Hartselle. She reads her Bible on this day, praying she can get out of this situation soon.
The only answer to this thing in order to get out of this is a job and a place to live again. And so that is exactly what I'm planning to have.
When Tillman heard about Blevins' living conditions, he told her she could stay in his parking lot. He says her staying here could serve 2 purposes.
Be kind of a night watchman and have a place for her to stay also.
Tillman says he's glad to help out. Blevins tells me she's extremely grateful to Tillman. They both hope she can soon straighten her life out and get back to work. In the meantime, she has a place to stay without having to disobey the city ordinance. Reporting in Hartselle, Barry Hiett, Way 31, First News. The 2 work release inmates are back behind bars tonight, and that's great news for Thomas Terrell.
Sir. Yes, sir.
After 2 days of freedom, Danny Moore and Brenton Smith are being sent to the Morgan County Jail. The 2 are accused of kidnapping a Decatur man Monday night after walking away from a work release program.
We volunteered to ride with us.
You volunteered to ride with you?
Right.
What? Not so, says the victim, Thomas Terrell.
If you think somebody got a knife or a large knife and don't know what's going to happen, you tendency to do what they say.
Terrell says now he can rest easier at night, knowing his 2 alleged kidnappers are back in police custody. Now he says he'll be much more careful when he's outside.
This area here is wooded, so they can hide a lot of places. So from now on, I'll be checking the rearview mirror or the sidewalks before I get home.
What you getting in?
An anonymous tip led Birmingham police to a motel in town. There, they found Moore and Smith in a room. Terrell's car was parked outside. Decatur police say they're thrilled to get the help they needed in finding the 2 men.
Well, it's very gratifying to know that they are in custody. Whenever we have an incident like this where inmates walk away from work release, it puts us on a heightened sense of awareness. It puts pressure on us to make sure we can get them back into custody as soon as possible.
Which is exactly what happened 2 days after they first walked away. Reporting in Decatur, Barry Hiett, Way 31 News. After 2 years of planning, preparation, and raising money just to get to London, the big day is finally here. The Florence High School Band is ready to march in the New Year's Day Parade here in the United Kingdom. After waiting their turn, the Florence High School marching band finally grabbed the spotlight. The Falcons had made it to the big time, marching in London's New Year's Day parade.
It was pretty exciting. I mean, there's millions of people watching around the world, us marching in our little marching band. It's really weird, but I'm excited. It was pretty fun.
It was incredible. Like, you see, like, millions of people, and they're all taking pictures and videoing, and it was really, really cold, but it was worth it. It was really great.
It seemed everyone in the crowd enjoyed the Falcons' performance. There were some U.S. citizens who were really glad to see their fellow Americans in London's parade. Overall, I think it's probably safe to say the Florence kids did not only do their high school proud, but all of North Alabama.
I'm very proud. I mean, we practiced for this for quite a while, and as well as we played, it just made me really, really proud to be in our band.
A job well done by kids who played their hearts out on a very chilly day that warmed the hearts of those who watched. Reporting in London, Barry Hiett, Way 31 News.